Morning, everybody. Coming at you today with a pretty darn special truck. This is a 2005 Ford F350 King Ranch. It is a crew cab long bed. It's a one owner, no accident, Southern California truck. The truck spent its entire life about an hour away from where we currently are here. And it only has 88,000 original miles on it. It's got some tasteful modifications. I'll go over those in this video. And it's in close to perfect condition. It's got a couple really small little things, which I'll point out as always. And, we'll go through the whole deal. So this is these are just paint chips. There's no real dent here. It's just some scratches and paint chips. As far as scratches and paint chips go, that's basically the extent of what the entire truck has on it. Can't really find anything else. The original door strips here are starting to yellow a little bit. Very common just due to the age of the vehicle. We threw tires on it. The tires that were on it were I think they were Michelin's, and they had great tread, but they were just dry rotted, obviously, due to the fact that this truck is 20 years old and it really hasn't seen a whole lot of mileage in its life. The Ford symbol here is obviously peeled, super kind of common. This is just due from sitting overnight after being detailed or whatever, but this truck is a really, really awesome example of one of probably the few that's all original that's left. As you can see, it's got the Banks sticker, or whatever you want to call that. And it does have a few Banks parts, a few upgrades. It's nothing. It's very mild. And so it's got these two bed boxes here and here. And then it had fifth wheel rails in the bed. So it does have holes from the fifth wheel rails that are no longer there. No airbags or anything like that. Interior is the all original King Ranch leather, saddle leather. It's in really good shape. I'm not going to call it perfect shape because obviously just like anything over time, it deteriorates. But part of the character of this leather is the discoloration that it gets over time. This is a little bit dry here. And then there's a water ring here. Carpet's in really good shape. So it does have this Banks 6 selection tuner, which plugs in here. I have not messed with it. I don't know if it works or what the story is, but the truck does pass California emissions. It already did without issue. This is the EGT gauge. It does not work. So we'll just leave that for what it is. Probably just a bad sensor, but it does not work. Rear seats are in super nice shape. Carpet, same thing. Headliner. Another item that doesn't seem to work great is the rear window. It kind of gets stuck. Scratch here. It does have the Rhino liner in the bed. And then it's got these two boxes, like I said. So, if you don't like the boxes, don't want the boxes, you can remove them. But they do come with the truck. These here, I don't know what they are. I don't know what they were used for. Looks like some kind of mounting system. Not totally sure. There's one on each corner of the bed. Factory catalytic converter in stock, upgraded muffler. Original owner's manual. And then this is kind of cute. It used to have a like a little string on it. This is kind of what was hanging out of the glove box when the truck was new, but it's in here. Overall, you can tell that the truck was very well cared for by the previous owner. As nice and clean as it looks is as nice and clean as it runs and drives. Obviously, it doesn't leak any oil. No check engine lights, no engine issues to speak of any kind. It is really just a super clean example. We see a lot of 6.0s. If you followed the channel for a while now, you know that. And this one is certainly the exception. So you're probably noticing a little bit of surface rust on the frame and suspension and stuff. Like I said, this truck spent its entire life in Southern California in San Juan Capistrano area. So that is at the beach. Very common for just a little bit of like surface kind of freckling to happen when a vehicle's at the beach. But rest assured, this truck has no body cancer or anything like that. So now what we'll do is, it's hard to see the gauges and stuff. So I'm going to probably pull forward into the shade. Just so that way we can actually properly see the gauges in miles. There we go. Much better. All right, so a couple things. Truck, like I said, it's got 88,616 original miles on it. So this steering wheel, like the King Ranch, like I said, the King Ranch leather in general is kind of finicky, but this is the best condition King Ranch steering wheel I've literally ever seen. It's pretty much in perfect condition. Okay. Even these little grab handle accents are in really nice shape. Very unique to the King Ranch. So I guess I'll put my seatbelt on now because I put it in gear. I don't want to listen to the dinging this whole time. All right, so we'll put it in four-wheel drive first. Okay. Four low certainly does work. So like I said, it's got this deal here. I don't know the functionality of it, what each one means or is or anything like that. I don't guarantee anything like that. The seat heater does work. It's actually making me sweat right now. Tow haul. So like I said, rear window, it's not great, sticky, something's up with it. I'm not going to mess with it, but parking sensors do function. AC and heat work great. The AC is ice cold, actually. Whew. Works better than most, to be honest. Steering wheel controls work, right? Okay. And then we'll turn this down a bit so that way we can hear the stereo. But I'm gonna just be like real quick with it because it's gonna copyright my video. Let's just find something that's like...
Discover is accepted at 99.
Okay. Yeah, it's crazy. Like if I have 2 seconds of a song on a video, they copyright my video and like shadow ban it. Auxiliary switches, they're not wired to anything as far as I know, but they do function. Toe brake does function. There's no odors. As you can see, this has never even been used. This truck is an extremely clean example of 050-760. That's the emissions paperwork. So yeah, I mean, this thing's just, it's extremely clean. Sunroof does work. Okay. That's blinkers, you know, the whole 9 there. We'll go through that whole process. Let's see if I don't even know if the washer fluid works. We're gonna find out. It sure does, buddy. Heck yeah. So washer fluid works, all that stuff works. So I'll do it with this hand. It says it's getting 8 miles a gallon. That's pretty terrible. But I think probably a whole lot of idle hours maybe, but 2,357 engine hours. What else? Oh, I think that, the windows. It's been a minute since I've done these videos, and it's early in the morning, so don't judge me too hard. Door locks. It's got 2 keys and 1 remote. The remote is one of the factory Ford remotes. Horn. Alright, let's pop the hood, see what we got under there. Go over some things with y'all. Sip of the nectar of the gods. See? Okay, so it's got the Banks high ram intake or whatever, cold side Banks ram air intake. It's got the upgraded degas bottle. As you can see, the degas bottle has Ford Gold in it, which is great. It's at the correct level. It doesn't have any nasties. It's not building any pressure. Updated hot side pipe here, which is nice. Although it makes getting the oil cap off kind of a pain. There we go. So yeah, just some Tasteful Banks upgrades. Pretty much other than that's, you know, stock, but runs and drives awesome. We'll take it for a little drive now, so that way y'all can see how she does on the road. Steering is extremely tight. No play whatsoever in that. Very tight cab. No, not noisy at all whatsoever. I think I'll take you guys on a little bit of a longer cruise today, just so you can really get the full feel. All right. This thing's awesome. It just feels so nice, like all, kind of in all areas, in all categories. It checks the boxes. It runs really well. It drives really well. Almost everything works, minus the rear window and this EGT gauge. Few tasteful upgrades. Paint and body are in fantastic condition. I actually just realized that I have a customer that's coming to see a truck in 35 minutes, but it's okay. We'll make it work. So yeah, pretty much how it goes with this thing here is that we do, of course, offer financing in California, Arizona. If you're out of California or Arizona, we can work with your credit union to offer financing. If there is something that you want to see that I didn't show on this video, I'm more than happy to send you additional photos, video, FaceTime, whatever it is that you want to do. This is a clean title California truck. Again, one owner, no accidents, 88,000 original miles, 2005 F350 King Ranch. Spent its entire life in Southern California. The truck was traded into a new car store in Orange County. And that's the basics of it. So, all that being said, if you like the video, if you like the truck, you want to hold the truck, same thing as always. Our deposit's $500. It is non-refundable because of obviously lost opportunity. And also, once we have the $500 deposit, the truck's considered sold. It will not be shown to anyone else. What else? Yeah, that's basically it. I hope and I appreciate you guys watching our videos as always. We do offer national transport, of course. We've shipped trucks all over the US and would be glad to earn your business. So thank you for watching our videos. And if you have any more questions, you can always reach me, 951-704-2804. You can also follow us on Instagram, dynamicrides_, or you can send us an email, dynamicrides1@gmail.com. Peace.